This message brought to you by the Bahamas Red Cross Society in conjunction with the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
Coming this fall, Royston Jones and Melina Leonard on the Bahamas Tonight Access Now. Weekdays, 7:30 p.m. Tune in and get your fill of community news. Family Island news, entertainment, and, well, sometimes slithering animals. That's the Bahamas Tonight Access Now, weekdays, 7:30 p.m. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that is going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Ramiko Knowles.
And I'm Jay Philippe.
Thanks so much for watching. Here's a live look at the Bahamas tonight.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
This Monday evening, the Trade Union Congress pushing for an increase to minimum wage, citing concerns over the rising cost of living. Ahead at 11, the amount the TUC suggests the new wage be raised to, and reaction it's getting from the Labor Minister. School ground brawl, and this time it was not the students. Parents now in hot water following a fight last week on a school campus. The trouble those parents now face coming up. And residents in eastern New Providence still picking up the pieces following that severe weather system that pummeled parts of the area, leaving a path of destruction. This as BPL works to fully restore power to impacted communities.
Late Night, the final word with Corville Pyfrom starts now.
And good evening to you on this Monday evening. I'm Corville Pyfrom. As we start this new chapter, we hope that you will join us for the journey. We begin here tonight at 11 with the cost of living going up. And so, wouldn't the rightful next step be to increase minimum wage as well? At least this has been the stance put forth and unshakably maintained by a leading unionist since the last increase over 2 years ago. Our Danielle Dean leading us off at 11 on Trade Union Congress's minimum wage hike proposal and the reaction it is getting from the Labor Minister.
Don't matter who say 260, we say 350.
Trade Union Congress President Obie Ferguson throwing that figure out as the suggested increase to minimum wage, crunching that figure down that comes down to $8.75 an hour.
2013, they will give you base figures for what it costs to live in the Bahamas. Could you imagine? $260, they say. You got a family of 4. How could you support that?
Firing back, Minister of Labour and the Public Service, the Honourable Pia Glover-Roll stressed that it's not just a snap of the finger issue, but one that requires balance.
While we're ensuring that wages are where they need to be or where they can be for persons at the lower end to survive, there's also the fact that we have to ensure that cost of living, which the government is working on, to ensure that cost of living is balanced as well.
Minister Glover-Roll also maintains that the government must operate from a responsible and informed place.
The TUC is a member, is a partner in the National Tripartite Council, and the National Tripartite Council is charged with producing for the government an analysis and a report and recommendation on a livable wage for our country. We have not received any such report, recommendation, or analysis from the National Tripartite Council, of which the TUC plays a significant role.
In the end, though, while increasing minimum wage is not ruled out, programs have been implemented and facilitated to allow Bahamians to increase their skill levels and naturally qualify for higher pay. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
Well, minimum wage not the only point of contention tonight. The Bahamas Customs, Immigration and Allied Workers Union is also upset. And behind their concerns, a circular union president Deron Brooks says was issued by the Ministry of Public Service, altering the terms and conditions of employment.
These amendments were made unilaterally without any consultation or engagement with the union, which is very troubling. The union firmly believes that any changes affecting employees' rights, working conditions, or benefits must be discussed and agreed upon through the proper and established channels. The failure to consult with the union violates procedural norms and undermines the trust and collaborative relationship that should exist between the employer, the union, and the staff.
President Brooks says they are in active discussions with legal advisors and affiliate unions to determine the best path forward to achieve a respectful resolution. He also noted that the so-called changes have led to anxiety among union members.
We want to assure our members and the wider public that the union remains steadfast in its mission to protect workers' rights and to ensure that any modification to terms and conditions of employment are handled transparently, fairly, and in accordance with the law. Regrettably, this is not the first instance of such behavior by the employer. Circular number 5, issued on the 18th of March 2024, also released without consultation. That circular sought to revoke 1 week of vacation per leave per year from staff who, in accordance with general orders and our industrial agreement, had reached a salary scale that entitled them to 5 weeks vacation.
Balanced coverage of this story takes us now to a response from Labor Minister Glover Rule, who outrightly disagrees with Brooks. She told our news team that she has requested a meeting with the union this week to ensure that interpretation of the letter is understood. She holds, though, that there is no unilateral change in condition for employment. And as for claims of vacation entitlement,
Article 15 of the Bahamas Customs, Immigration and Allied Workers Union Industrial Agreement states that all employees are entitled to annual leave in accordance with the public service policy. And this policy of vacation leave is based on salary scales. And all the Circular 12 is doing is rectifying, clarifying the salary scales and the entitlements as such. Where from a formula circular, and I think it was Circular 5, there was anomalies or there were issues of recovery. This Circular 12 has superseded that and has clearly stated that there should be no recovery of any current accumulated vacation leave.
also here at 11, considered a vibrant hub of Bahamian culture, the world-famous Draw Market needs some help returning to its old glory. And in upcoming months, it will, thanks to the persistence of vendors and action by the government. Here again for us, our Danielle Dean.
Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, the Honourable I. Chester Cooper, heard that uncomfortable heat tops vendors' concerns. Though no date or time has been set, Friday stakeholders, including straw market vendors and board members, are set to meet to discuss when temporary closure of the market for renovation would be best. And while some vendors are afraid this closure will mean a blow to business, others say it's long overdue.
In every case, whatever you deal with, whether it's your home, your car, it always needs renovation. So inside this place now, I think we need renovation because I think sometimes it's too overcrowded with some of the things what we have. The space can be more open for people who come in with wheelchair, and the place could be way more cleaner, tidier, even with the electricity, even with the restroom. Yes, we need renovation. I agree with that, 100%.
My only grievance right now is this light, the strobe light, and I'm losing too much business, and everybody around here is losing business too. Because even when they standing up here to go, when you're trying to make a sale, they go because they say they don't want to get a seizure.
Some of these vendors complain these issues have been alive and well for decades, and they got the chance to reiterate these issues to the Deputy Prime Minister during the walkabout. But the Deputy Prime Minister says the Ministry of Works and other government agencies are working collectively to address these issues expeditiously.
Over the course of the next few weeks, they will be attended to. And there's some concern as to how that will be done, when that will be done, whether it will be done smoothly along with their operations and them not losing any income whilst it's being done. Those are natural concerns, and I think between ourselves and the Ministry of Works and the board, we'll determine what's the best approach to get it done.
And the DPM acknowledges that the country and its tourism product was built by straw vendors. Happy to know that they've been making a decent living off of their craft. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
Well, tonight, 2 parents of C.H. Reeves students may be facing trouble with the law after a brawl broke out on campus, much to the dismay of the administrators, teachers, and students who witnessed it all. Our Felicity Darville has this report.
3 ninth-grade female students of C.H. Reeves Junior High School let an argument from the last school year carry on into the summer over social media and spill over into the new school year. Things turned physical on campus on Thursday. Principal Dr. Sterling McPhee was having none of it. The students are on a 2-week suspension, but not before he called a parent-teacher conference. It included Superintendent Ferguson of School Policing and Education District Superintendent Shavannah Darville.
We had all of the parents, met with them on the inside of the auditorium. We were able to gather them together. Sadly, to say that there was really no resolve at that particular time. The instruction was given by superintendent. If parents felt as if they needed and wanted to make a formal complaint against the other parent, that was the instruction that he gave. Now, we don't know whether or not that has happened, but like I said, here at C.H. Reeves, I'm going to be making a formal complaint due to the behavior of the parents in front of our prince and princesses.
As the parents left the auditorium, a fight broke out in the school's main square.
We were dealing with the young ladies, we were dealing with the situation, but sadly, when the parents came, they did not come with the right, to me, they did not come with the right attitude.
An attitude that their children seem to have adopted, and that is why Principal McPhee is taking action.
And this is one of the reasons I'm making a formal complaint. I would share with our staff here, I think one of our greatest challenge here is that we are really kind of contending with what's happening in homes. Most of our children here, very respectful, just very respectful students. But when we see parents coming on campus and we see how they conduct themselves, then we get to see a bigger picture.
When our role models, including parents, set a good example, the children tend to follow. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Felicity Darville.
BPL gets a good grade tonight. This power has been fully restored to the estimated 1,000 Bahamas power and light customers that were impacted by Friday night's weather microburst in eastern New Providence. BPL's Chief Operations Officer Anthony Christie confirming that the majority of damage was confined to the Fox Hills South and Cool Acres areas, and power returned to those communities, he says, in less than 24 hours.
Following that, we'd have had some isolated areas that presented some challenges, inclusive of Imperial Park, due to the design and structure of the poles. Accessibility was a challenge. We'd have had some issues in San Souci. One issue, I think, let me see right here, High Vista, Fox Hill Road still remains a challenge, and then on Eastern Road and Chancery Lane. So those areas produce some challenges, so customers would have experienced some delays in getting those resolved. But as of 9 a.m. this morning, a majority of the customers were back online. Presently, we're still dealing with one isolated area in San Souci on Mandarin Drive. And customers, we apologize again for this delay, but some major equipment was damaged there, inclusive of a transformer and a cable fault, which is now being addressed.
Some good news there for customers in eastern New Providence. There is much more to stay up for this Monday night. When we come back, police searching for an armed robber. How you can help. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight at 11. There's more after the break.
You have enough things to worry about. Living in a world that can seem opposite of the things you are trying to accomplish.
I can need a little help with this.
We're here to let you know that you don't have to go at it alone. Choose peace of mind. Choose comfort. Choose CB. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
It's me, Wednesday Addams. Your life just took a dark turn. I regret to inform you that I have devised the meal of misfortune with Wendy's. It's pure torture for your taste buds, with 4 nightmarish dips of dread. Don't waste my time asking which ones you'll get. You must surrender to your fate. Enjoy the anguish.
What's Trending is turning 1, and we want to hear from you, our amazing viewers. In a short phrase, tell us what you love about What's Trending. Just grab your phone, turn it sideways, and record a quick 15-second video. Then WhatsApp your clip to 422-6827 for a chance to be featured on the show. Let's celebrate 1 year of trending moments together. And guess what? Our friends at Commonwealth Brewery heard we're turning 1 and they're joining the party. A lucky winner will receive a gift basket of goodies from 700 Wines and Spirits just for sending in a video. So get filming, get festive, and let's keep What's Trending trending. We can't wait to hear from you.
Hurry! The promotion ends September 30th.
As we continue this Monday evening, take a look at this picture. Police need your help tonight. They're trying to find 32-year-old Antonio Glinton of Wolf Road. They want to question him for armed robbery. The All Points Bulletin states that Glinton has a dark brown complexion with a slim build. If you can assist police locate 32-year-old Antonio Glinton, please contact the Central Detective Unit at 502-9991 or to 911-919 or your nearest police station. A Jamaican national listed in serious condition in hospital tonight after sustaining gunshot wounds yesterday afternoon. Initial reports state that the occupants of a burgundy Japanese model vehicle allegedly discharged firearms at another vehicle traveling along Flamingo Avenue near Eden Street. Police say the suspect's vehicle subsequently fled the scene. However, the Jamaican passenger in the targeted vehicle sustained gunshot wounds. Police are appealing to members of the public for any information that can assist with this investigation. To again contact them at 911-919 or the Criminal Investigation Department. Again, that number 502-9991 or 2. Anonymous tips are also welcome. You can contact Crime Stoppers at 328-TIPS. A female reported to police around 6 p.m. yesterday that she was allegedly sexually assaulted by a male she knew at a residence off Charles Saunders Highway. That's all the information we have for right now, as an intense police investigation into the matter continues. As the first female deputy commander of the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, Captain Natasha Miller, who says she earned her way to the post while gaining the respect of her peers, insists there is space for all within the agency where women have been making meaningful contributions. Miller says one barrier has been broken and the possibilities for women are great.
I encourage them to join the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, and for those that are in the force, that leadership, and there is room at the top. Okay? I am here. Like you said, the next step is right there. We have great women in the organization, and I am sure that they can do well, and they are doing an excellent job.
As a 35-year veteran of the RBDF and as the Defense Force is now recruiting, Command Staff Officer Captain Glenn McPhee is encouraging others to consider a career within the country's military. He says a career of service through the agency is a satisfying one.
The Royal Bahamas Defense Force has many opportunities for them to develop, to grow, even if it's for the short term, even if they use it as a stepping stone to go into other areas. But come to the Defense Force, national service, serving the Bahamian people. It's worth it.
Meantime, Immigration Minister the Honorable Alfred Sears touting operations at the Immigration Department now 6 weeks after a new leadership team was installed and several officers received their promotions. He tells ZNS News he has firsthand seen measurable improvements and an overall boost in morale.
the morale has increased. We have a lot of very talented younger officers who are now part of the directorate, and I've seen a really increase in terms of enthusiasm. And also I sit on the board every week and working and collaborating with the new members of the directorate has really been an inspiring experience for me.
The Bahamas tonight on 11 turns to sports next. Here's Amajal Knowles with a preview of what is ahead.
Devin Charlton competing in the finals of the women's 100-meter hurdles. Details of that story and more coming up in sports.
What's your flavor? Roasted garlic parmesan, tastes so good, chicken. Ghost pepper wings.
Now available at Popeyes in Nassau.
Welcome to your Monday Evening Sports Check, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles, topping sports. We start off with the latest update from Tokyo, Japan at the World Athletics Championships. World 60-meter record holder Devin Charlton competing this morning in the finals of the women's 100-meter hurdles. Charlton would finish sixth in a season's best time of 12.49 seconds. This is after running a season's best of 12:51 just an hour earlier in the semis. This was Charlton's fifth straight global final outdoors. As for the winner, in a bit of an upset, Taji Kambunji of Switzerland finished first in a blistering time of 12.24 seconds, easily a personal best for her and a new national record. Toby Amasan of Nigeria finished in second in a time of 12:29, and Grace Stark of the United States finished third in 12:34. Next up for the Bahamas, though, Printasia Johnson is hoping to join some elite company in the women's 400-meter final as she will compete in the semis tomorrow. The quarter-miler shaved another half a second off her personal best time in her opening round heat. Johnson ran a massive PB of 50.53 on Sunday, finishing fourth in her heat and made the semis as one of the fastest non-automatic qualifiers. From WNBA playoffs, Jonquel Jones and New York Liberty officially getting their title defense underway on Sunday as their opening round series against the Phoenix Mercury tipping off. And this one would be a thriller. Relatively quiet offensive night for Jonquel. She would finish with just 7 points, but was strong on the glass with 12 boards. But it would be just enough as the number 5 seed Liberty defeated the number 4 seeded Mercury 76-69 in overtime at the Phoenix Arena to take a 1-zip lead in the series and steal back home court advantage. The series now shifts to Brooklyn for Game 2 on Wednesday. Tasha Cloud would score a game-high 23, and Brianna Stewart added 18 before hurting her knee in overtime. New York will advance to the semis with a win in Game 2 on Wednesday in New York. So in hoops, women basketball star Kai Jones on the move. It has been announced that he has signed a 1-year contract with Turkish powerhouse Anadolu for the 2025-2026 season. Last NBA season, Jones appeared in 28 games with the Los Angeles Clippers, averaging just over 7 minutes per game with 2 points, 1 board, and just under 1 assist. After joining the Dallas Mavericks in March, he played 12 games, averaging 22 minutes, 11 points, 6 rebounds, and just 1 assist. Graduate of the University of Texas, he was selected 19th overall in the 2021 NBA draft with the New York Knicks before being traded to the Charlotte Hornets, where he first gained his professional experience. He also suited up for the Greensboro Swarm, the Hornets G League affiliate, and later signed a 10-day contract with the Philadelphia 76ers in March 2024 before joining the Delaware Bluecoats. And that's a look at your sports on this Monday. I'm Amajal Knowles, signing out until tomorrow.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
You've got termites and need to get rid of them fast? Trust Rent-A-Kill Initial. With over 60 years experience in the Bahamas, the global brand, training, and expertise can't be beat. Only Rent-A-Kill Initial gives you a 3-year warranty and payment plan options on termite fumigation. No one can match the range of treatments we offer, such as fumigation, pre-construction treatments, termite monitoring, and more. No matter where you are in the Bahamas, we will come to you. When it comes to complete termite eradication, there's only one name, Rent-A-Kill Initial.
You're probably wondering what I'm doing here sitting in our amazing studio. Well, I'm preparing for my new show coming this fall. In Depth with Mukesh Lapinder is a Sunday magazine-style show with timely investigations and deep explorations into the country's ills and triumphs. So join me on Sundays at 10 a.m. this fall for long-form and engaging conversations. And remember, only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
What's trending in business? Who's making major money moves? And how's it shaping your future? This is Economics, your front row seat to the biggest stories in business, innovation, and finance. Powered by the Sand Dollar, the digital currency of the Central Bank of the Bahamas. It's fast, secure, Bahamian. We're breaking down the numbers, the news, and what it means to you. Tune in every Thursday at 6 p.m. for the trends, the insights, and the stories that matter. Get informed, get inspired, get in the mix with Economics.
Pride aside in acknowledgement of your goodness. Everything is the Lord's in the earth in its fullness.
It's M-A-D-I-O Mario, and I'm inviting you to tune into Entertainment Fridays on the Bahamas Tonight. Access now at 7:30 p.m. You miss it, you diss it.
Fall, but was caught before I fell. Was so hard-headed, too stubborn, I asked for help.
That's the Bahamas Tonight. Access now, weekdays, 7:30 p.m. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Well, I'll tell you, one of the thrills of being here each night at 11 is the opportunity I get to engage with Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Good evening to you, Basil, and what a weekend this was for our residents out in eastern New Providence.
Certainly was a hectic weekend. We had those heavy thunderstorms which produced some very strong gusty winds that led to some destruction in the eastern part of the country. But this is the rainy season, and this is what we anticipate during this time of the year. But I can also add to it that despite this being the rainy season, we are well below average in terms of our rainfall totals for the summer season. So there's much more to be recovered as we head later into the rainy season, which will continue right into month of October. But right now we have that trophy now from that low pressure system which dumped those heavy showers and thunderstorms over the islands. You can see it's now well over the Atlantic, but there's a trophy now for that still remains across the Northwest Bahamas, and that will start to support some more showers and thunderstorms beginning tomorrow afternoon. And as we head into the middle of the week, we will see an uptick in showers and thunderstorms, some of which could be heavy again at times. And our temperatures around the islands this evening: Marshall, Babaco, they reported 81 degrees there. 78 in Grand Toll Key, Freeport, Grand Bahama, also at 78 degrees. The Berry Islands, 84. 84 again in Allenstown, Bimini, 83 in Harper Island. Rock, Sandy, Lutra, 81 degrees, 82 degrees in Allenstown, Cat Island. Black Point, Exuma, Camp Space, Orlando's at 84, 82 in Fresh Creek, Central Orlando's, and then we get another 84 in Georgetown, Exuma. Rim Key and San Salvador, 82 degrees, 84s again in Betsy Bay, Maguana, Crooked Island, Clarence Island, Island, Ragged Island, and Angeles. Matchitown, Niagara, 86. Turks Gonzales at 86 degrees as well. And your forecast tonight, this is how things will unfold. We're looking at partly to mostly cloudy, but very warm conditions. Your low temperature tonight just around 80 degrees. And tomorrow, we're looking at cloudy in the morning, then intervals of clouds and sunshine in the afternoon with a thunderstorm in spots. So as we head into the afternoon hours, we'll see an uptick in those showers and thunderstorms, and that will carry us into the middle part of next week with a high temperature reaching 90 degrees. And your extended weather forecast looking like this tomorrow. Partial sunshine tomorrow, but as we head into Wednesday, those gray skies will return through Thursday with scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some again will be heavy at times, so we ask you to exercise extreme caution. And as we head into the weekend, we'll continue to have pockets, and that is isolated showers and thunderstorms taking us into the early part of next week. But those cloud cover will certainly keep your temperatures below the 90-degree mark, which is below normal for this time of the year. But your nighttime temperatures, they have been very, very warm, slightly above normal for this time of the year. Cole.
Basil, thank you very much, and thanks to you folks. This weekend you made microburst the most cool word for a lot of people in these parts. Well, that is our broadcast this Monday. I'm Corvell Pyfrom, and for all of us, we plan to be here each night at 11, and hope you will be as well. Good night.
At Rusty Bethel Drive, I'm Paisol Forbes. This is ZNS.